Hello everyone. How are you guys? In today's lesson, we will be discussing the basic interface or the interface of Microsoft Office. Uh, Interface is connecting the application with the user. Um, Software interface is usually the main display of the application. It means that whenever we open an application, the first thing we see is the interface of that application. There are different items on the interface. Um, we will show you in today's lesson the basic interface of two applications of Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. So first let's open these two applications. I'll not go from the start menu and open it because I already created two shortcuts as we discussed in the last lesson, and I show you how to create the desktop icon, the desktop shortcuts. I have the shortcuts here on my desktop, so I'll just click on both of them and I will open it. Okay. On the first thing, when we open the application, we see the first display. There are some options and commands on the top. This is actually called the interface. We will discuss it one by one, and in today's lecture we will discuss the backstage view and the title bar, which are very important. The top, the sky blue area of the application is called actually the title bar. Why it's called title bar? Because there is the title of that application and the name of the application. That's why it's called the title bar. For example, here we can see the name, which is document 1. If we change the name from document 1 to something else, for example, Microsoft Office interface, and we save it, you will see that the name on the title bar is changed to Office interface and then dash and then Microsoft Word, the name of the application. Always remember that it will change whenever you open a different application or when you are working in a different application, then it will be changed. The same thing goes for Microsoft Excel. If we file there, we can see book 1. We have discussed this in our tutorials that there are different names used for different files of Microsoft Office. For example, in Excel it's called book, in Microsoft Word it's called documents. Okay, so if I save it and I name it Office interface Excel and then save it, you will see that the name is changed here on the top of on the title bar, on the middle of the title bar. So in the middle of the title bar we see the name of the file and the name of the application. On the most left side you will see the quick launch bar. We will discuss it in details, that how we can change this and how we can add more options here, because if you see in Excel we don't have one option which we add to Microsoft Word. We will show you how to change this and how to add the most frequent items, but in a later lesson. On the right hand, on the most right side, we can see 3 buttons. These are, I'm sorry, these are, most of you will be familiar with it. It's the closing button. If we click on it, we will close the application. See, I click on it and it's closed. So we will reopen it. And then the restore button with a square on it. If we click on it, the windows will be restored to a smaller area of the screen. So this is just if we, for example, if we want to use both the application in the same screen and we restore both of them and just hold it and drag it, then we can use both the application in the same screen. The application will be covering a small area of the screen. Okay, we don't need it for meanwhile, so we will maximize our window. The third button is for the with the minus symbol is to minimize the application to the taskbar. This is our taskbar. All of this. If we want to minimize the application to the taskbar, we will just click the minus button and it will put the application, or it will move the application to the taskbar. Okay, we in Microsoft 2007, there was a file menu in here. Okay, but in Microsoft 2010, a tab a tab has been introduced for the file, and this is called the backstage view of the application. Backstage view is very important. It has very important functions or very important options which we will be using again and again. For example, to open a new document, or to save the document, or to share the document, these all information or these all options we can find it on the backstage view. So let's have a look on the backstage view. When you click on the file, you can see a three panel windows, or a three panel explorer. In the most left windows, you can see all the important functions. In the middle panel in here, you can see the more related options to the first option we select, and on the third panel you can see more related options to the option number 2, or the option we select in the mid panel. For example, if I go here for 7 cent, okay, uh, in the mid panel I'll see more related options to 7 cent. For example, I can send it by using my email, send using an email, save it to the web, I can save it to the internet, save it to SharePoint, or I can publish it as a blog. If I click on save to web, I'll see more options related to save to web. I have to sign in to my account to save it to the internet. And if I want to publish it as a blog, I will see more options related to the blogging. If I want to send it via email, I'll click on it and I'll see more options related to sending it via email. What we can do in the backstage view, we can start a new document, which is here, a new document. We can save the file, we can save it from here. We can protect a document. Actually, it's in here. We can protect a document, mark as a final, encrypt with the password, restrict editing. We can choose any of them, and then we can give a password. Or if we mark it as a final, no one can edit it. If we encrypt it with a password, no one can edit it without a password. If we restrict editing, then no one can edit. Restrict permission by people, we can give access to some people and we can stop it from some people. And add digital signatures. This is something related to the web or internet protocols, so we will not be discussing it. Okay, so here we can protect our document, and then we can check the documents for errors and issues. We can inspect the document, we can check the accessibility, and we can check the compatibility of the document with Word 2010. We will be discussing all these options when we will go to the application itself, because now we are discussing the most common features or the most common options. So we will not be discussing, because this is very much related, some of the items are very much related to the application itself. Okay, we can print the document from the backstage view. If we click on print, there are further options, and we can see a preview here of the document. For example, if I type here something like hello, and this is my first Microsoft Office document. In this course, we will be learning all the applications of Microsoft Office. Okay, and then we go to the file menu and we click on print. You can see here the preview of the document. the hard copy, that how it will look like on hard copy. We will discuss all the other options again when we will reach to the application, to the Microsoft Word application, because now we are discussing the common features. The same thing goes for Microsoft Excel. If we see the file tab and we see the backstage view, we have almost the same option. We have save, save as, open, close, information, recent, new, print. Now see, the print layout will be different for and the option also will be different for Microsoft Excel. That's why I'm saying that we will discuss all these options because it's related to that particular application. Okay, save and send is something which is related to sharing the file. We can save and then send it via email, or we can save it to a web portal or something like that. Okay, the last option which I want to discuss, not the last, the second last actually. Before I go for help, I will show you the information. The information is very important. It gives you all the information related to the document. You can see here all the information in the third panel or in the most right panel. It has the size of the file, the title, the tags, the categories if any, the last the date of when we modified the document in Microsoft Word. Also, if we go to the information, you can see all this related information, which is very helpful sometimes when you really need it, and you can find it here. The last option which I want to discuss is the help option. Microsoft Office provide help in all the applications. You can find it from here. Even you can contact Microsoft Office from here. You can getting started by the step to step setting or step by step setting, and you can get help from Microsoft Office. You can check for updates. You can update your application if you want, but because we are working on Microsoft 2010, so we will not be updating our application. Okay, so that was the basic information related to the interface. Keep it in mind that the interface is almost the same. It's in all the application. It has matching options. For example, if we see the interface of Microsoft Excel and compare it with Microsoft Word, you will see that we have almost the same tabs: file, and then home and home, insert and then insert, page layout, and here also we have page layout. These two options are different. We have formula and data here, and we have references and mailings here. And then again we have review, and then we have view and view. So this what we are going through now, and what we are learning is that the very basic option, which is the same in all the Office applications, either in Word or in Excel or in PowerPoint or in Access. Some of the items will be common, which we are learning now. So that was enough for today. Go through the ribbon options, these tabs, go through it, and check the options of the file tab, of the backstage view. And if you have any questions, please post it in the comment section, or you can go to our website, thelearningportal.com, and you can post your comments there. Till then, next lecture. Thank you very much, and have a great day.